Hey, I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 558. I missed almost everything that happened in the world of tech over the last 2 weeks. The story that broke through in spite of everything was that Amazon.com released a new Kindle with a screen about the size of the whole existing Kindle. The Kindle DX does all that the regular Kindle does, but the larger screen real estate is more suited to display textbooks, newspapers, and personal and professional documents. It holds up to 3,500 books or other documents, auto-rotates from portrait to landscape, and best of all, has native support for PDF files. While some bloggers are calling it too expensive and predicting its failure without the aid of piracy, I'm much more optimistic. I don't see the DX outselling the smaller Kindle, but it's absolutely filling a niche. There are lots of Geek Brief viewers who pay attention to all the gadget news, and lots who don't really pay attention to much gadget news apart from Geek Brief. Since we don't really talk about it, it's entirely conceivable that many of you don't know how insanely crazy the high-end speaker market can get. Depending on your personal aesthetic taste, you might think that the Cat MBX powered speakers are really cool looking or really ugly, but at $560,000 a pair, let's just say they have a limited market base. At about half that price, the Magico Ultimates kind of look cool to me, but if I had that much money, I'd use it to hire people for Geek Brief. You can see more crazy looking speakers that cost as much as a house at HireFi.com, but if you're looking for a beautifully designed set of speakers that are priced more in the neighborhood of a Mac Pro, I just found these. The CS3s from Emerald Physics are designed for audiophiles to provide accurate reproduction of music recorded live. Each unit has a 12-inch point source driver and a compression tweeter. A pair comes with a DSP equalizer, and Emerald Physics says their controlled directivity technology minimizes interaction between the speakers and the room in which you listen to them. At $3,000 a pair, they're not for me, but I do think they're beautifully designed, so I'm putting the CS3s on my gear lust list. One of the things I've been wanting to do is gadgetize my house, and not just with home automation. I'd like to do things like change out my gadget-free sink traps with these Permaflow Gadgetastic sink traps I saw on ogizmo.com. The first innovation they bring to drain management is just the fact that they're clear. It could get gross, but the ability to just take a look at what's doing down there seems like it could save a visit from the plumber. It's also shaped to increase your water's turbulence as it passes through the trap. A knob on the side of the trap makes it possible to sweep out anything that gets stuck. The one bit of skepticism I have is that it seems like hair could get wrapped around the spindle, but that's kind of gross to think about, so let's just move on. A gadgetized house could not be complete without a robotic lawnmower. Husqvarna has a new one. The Automower 260 ACX is nearly silent except for its programmable anti-theft alarm. It charges and mows without supervision, but if something goes wrong, it'll send you an SMS text message. It's designed to care for about 1.5 acres, and like a previous robot mower we covered, operates within the perimeter of a boundary wire that you bury just below your lawn's surface. It can deal with uneven surfaces and will trim around trees. When it needs power, it'll return to its charging station. One more thing, Boxy is challenging developers to use its API to build apps for the beloved media system with a contest. The deadline for submitting apps is June 14th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. There are 3 categories: video, music, and photos, and in each category there will be a People's Choice winner and a Judge's Choice winner. The prize for the People's Choice Award is a Drobo, and the prize for the Judge's Choice Award is a 46-inch Sony Bravia XBR9. Judges include the lovely and talented Veronica Belmont, Gadget Maven, Ryan Block, Boxy's fearless leader Avner Ronan, and perhaps me. There may be others too that have not yet confirmed. We'll be covering some of the submissions on Geek Brief leading up to an event in San Francisco on June 23rd. Details about developing apps for Boxy can be found at developer.boxy.tv. Thanks for watching. Chris used my promo code GB3 to save money at GoDaddy.com when he registered ceasetopanic.com. I'm Callie Lewis, and even though I'm sick, it's so good to be home. Say that 3 times fast. Gear lust list, gear lust list, gear lust list. It's raining and pouring, and give God the glory. Is that a song? Bum, bum, bum.